So this time we're not just going to look at the graphs. We're going to look at um, what the equation tells us about whether it's increasing or decreasing. And we have to look at two things. We have to look at the value of A, and when we're talking about the value of A, really all I care about is whether A is positive or negative. We have a positive A at this place right here. This one has a negative A. This graph right here has a positive A. This graph right here has a negative A. So that's how we look at the A values. Here are the B values. That B value is a number bigger than 1, and this B value is a number bigger than 1. This B value is a proper fraction, meaning it has a value between 0 and 1. Okay, a proper fraction, and this B value is a proper fraction. So it's those combinations that tell you whether it's increasing or decreasing. So as I've started writing over here, anytime this red graph, the equation, the A value is 1, the B value is 2, that we've already labeled as an increasing function. So what we're learning here is that when A is positive, in addition to B being a number greater than 1, it's neither one of those facts by themselves, it's those two facts together. That's how we know that that's an increasing function. Positive A, B bigger than 1. We see that the graph is going to increase. We turn the red graph off and we turn the blue graph on. We've got that one labeled from a few minutes ago that it's decreasing. And what's true about this one? This one's decreasing. And what are the combinations of A and B here? We have an A value that's negative, a negative A, and this is how we, A less than 0, that's how we write negative. And the B value is still greater than 1. So when we have a negative A and a B greater than 1, we know that's going to be a decreasing graph. So this might be something that you have to memorize or make flashcards for, but it is the combination of these things together that are going to tell you whether the graph is increasing or decreasing. Let's go now to the green graph. We labeled the green graph as decreasing. So if we can see the graph is decreasing, we can label it that way. But what if we can't see the graph? What if we can only look at these values right here? So what are these values? We have A is positive again, so saying that A is positive or writing in symbols that A is positive. And then what is true about the B value? It's a fraction this time, and the way that we use symbols to write that we have a fraction is do we say that our B value is a number between 0 and 1? Because what kind of numbers are between 0 and 1? 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. And all of those decimals can be changed to fractions. So 1/4, 1/2, 1/8, 1/16, 2/16, 5/3. Those are, 5/3 is a number bigger than 1. 2/3. So all of those are proper fractions. If it's a proper fraction, the little number on top, big number on bottom, then we call that a number between 0 and 1. So if you take a B value that's a fraction, a proper fraction, and combine it with a positive A value, you're going to have what we see right here, a decreasing graph. So positive A with a fraction, that one's decreasing. So the last one is our purple graph, and we labeled the purple graph a few minutes ago increasing, and what is true about its A value and B value. Its A value is negative. Okay, we can see that the A value right here is negative, and this is how we would write A is less than 0 is how we write that it's negative. And what's true about its B value? Its B value is a fraction. And since the B value is a fraction, we would write it in symbol notation as saying B is a number that's between 0 and 1. So this combination, a negative A and a fraction B, that's going to cause our function to be increasing. So now you have to do the same thing on your Desmos activity. Go look at the equations and determine if it's increasing or decreasing.